Good evening, everyone. It's wine o'clock here at the WINEMAN's. Tonight's wine, it's from Puglia. It's the Collezione Cinquanta. In this video, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this wine. I'm going to tell you about San Marzano, the growers, and why they're so wonderful. And we're also going to taste this little wine. So let's start with the first thing, how heavy the bottle is. No need to worry about going to the gym. This is a big, thick, heavy bottle designed to keep the light out, to allow the wine to mature beautifully. It's got a big hefty cork as well, and it is fantastic. Now, as you can see from the label, started in 1962, they released the first edition of this in 2012 to celebrate 50 years of the cooperative that is San Marzano. Now, it was only originally 29 families who got together. Now, there's over 1,000 families who all put all of their life, their soul, their love into making the best possible fruit they can possibly make. Now, they use indigenous grape varietals that are local to the heel of Italy and the area called Puglia. And that's very, very hot down there, really intense in the heat. So there's only certain grape varieties that grow well. Two of them are used in this particular wine. This is Primitivo and also Negro Amaro. And we're going to taste this now and see what we think. So what they do is they select the vines. They pick only the very, very best of those particular grapes to make this wine. And why shouldn't they? Because this isn't an entry-level wine. This is a heavy, rich, intense wine designed to keep for many, many years, should you wish to do so. Or maybe you just want to... Oh, who loves the sound of that? Maybe you just want to sit back and relax and enjoy it. So the first thing we'll do is we will look at the colour of this wine. So bearing in mind, look how beautiful that is. Oh my God, it looks fantastic. And look at the tears and the legs. It just crawls down the glass. This is a cheeky little number. Already, I mean, it's just filling the room with the aroma. Primitivo is very, very dark skinned. So is Negro Amaro, but they're also very, very high in terms of sugar content. And that drives up the alcohol content. So what this means is that the grower has to work really, really hard to get a successfully balanced wine. Because if you've got too much alcohol and not enough fruit, then you get a wine that has a burn and it almost tastes like a spirit in your mouth. It's really not very pleasant. And the other alternative is if you've got too much fruit and not enough alcohol, you get a wine that just tastes like Ribena with a little hint of alcohol. So getting that balance is very, very difficult. Now, this is a 14.5 to 15% wine. 14.5 in this particular vintage. So, and we're looking at an amazing wine. Well, just the colour of it. It's got that ruby, but it's also opaque. Look how dark it is. Now on the nose, it's this intense red fruit. It's got cherries. And it's also got blackberries. It's also got an integrated oak, which is just creeping along there. And you just know, just by the smell, that this is going to be a beautiful wine. Oh my God. Okay, let me hit you with the description. The tannins smack you, grab you, let you know what you've got. You've got an intense, rich, what a beast of a wine. But the tannins, they're dry initially, then they dissipate. Then the lovely velvety, silky characteristic just comes in and it just wraps around your mouth and it gives you a big warm hug and it goes, just don't worry, we're going to have fun with this. And this has just been freshly opened. Highly recommend that you decant it. If you don't have a decanter, chuck it in a jug. If you don't have a jug, chuck it in some glasses, mix it back and forth, get the air to it to aerate it. Because this is a real intense wine and it does command some respect. So 50-50 blend, Negro Amaro and Primitivo. It does luxuriate in some oak cask for a while to let those tannins and those flavours develop. But the rich intensity now is still going on. The finish, it's quite remarkable. I think this is a fantastic one. I'm going to enjoy this tonight with, I think, maybe a little bit of game as we're getting into game season. I've got some quails that I've got kicking around, so I might just enjoy it with that. Certainly a rich tomato, onion, garlic-based sauce. So I hope you've enjoyed this little review tonight. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know if you tried this particular one. Put a comment below. Subscribe and tell everyone that Wine Man's here to save the world. Hope you have a good night. Cheers.